Hello everyone and welcome back to the Java programming course. This is the answer video to quiz number 3. So if you haven't attempted quiz number 3 yourself, please do so first and only then proceed with the video. So the first question was why method overloading is not possible by changing the return type of method only. So this is because of ambiguity and Java is not able to understand, it's not able to know which method to use. So let's do this with an example. If we have, let's say, a public int add, and this we just do int a1 and int a2, and we simply do return a1 plus a2, and let's say if we simply just copy it, and instead of int we just make it, let's say, float. So we can see that there is still an error. We try to run it. Java method add is already defined in the class ekj.main. So here it did not look into the fact that the return data type was different. This is because while performing the main, while calling the add function, it will see that both of these are int and it will add, but it will not know to which one to return. So it won't know which function to call. So should it call this function or should it call this function? So due to this ambiguity, this is not allowed. So that's question number 1. And method overloading is not possible by changing return type of method only. Question number 2, why can we not override static methods? So this is because static methods belong to the domain of the class and not to the domain of our objects, and thus we cannot override static methods. So if a subclass inherits from this class and tries to make the method of the same name, which is static, it will not be considered as overriding. It will just be a new method which is a static method of that child class, and that will have its domain as that child class itself. So thus static methods cannot be overridden. Question number 3, give an example of multiple inheritance using interfaces in Java. So let's do so. So first of all, we have to create our interfaces. So interface, let's name them interface 1 and the next one interface 2 and interface. Then we also should have a class, which should be a child class. So let's name this child and make this implement from both interface 1 and interface 2. Let's just give them some methods. So this one can be public int public void f1, and this one could be public void f2, and let's see some parameters int a string. Let's close it. So now we have to declare them in our child variable. So public void f1, we use this is a tag at override. So what it does is it is signifying that the function below, which is this method, is being overridden and is inherited from this interface. So it's just a tag. So now we can just do whatever we want. So s out, and we can f1, and similarly for the other function void f2. This is also overridden. So now we can s out a and s out. This is one way to do multiple inheritance using interfaces. Next comes question number 4. So give the correct output for the following code. So let's just see what is happening. So first of all, we are making an interface known as animal and making two methods for animal sound and sleep. Then we create a class called pig, which is implementing from animal. And so we'll override these two methods. So first of all, animal sound is overridden, and what it does is it prints out this line. Similarly for sleep, it prints out ZZZ. So in our main class, what we're doing is we are creating an object for pig, and then we are printing out mypig.animalSound and mypig.sleep. Both are public. It can be accessed from the main class, and thus it will just print out whatever is there in this function. So first of all, mypig.animalSound will print out this line, which is the pig says colon v, and then mypig.sleep will execute whatever is in this method. So it will print out. So that's for question number 4. So next comes question number 5. So we have to construct the skeleton code that will lead to the following stack trace. So we expect the exact class and method names, include the line numbers wherever appropriate, and do not use loops. Handle the exceptions, that is, there should be try and catch blocks. Using your skeleton code, explain how it would end up with each of the 3 exceptions listed here. So this is a stack trace, so we have to somehow make the code such that this would be printed. So we can see that our class is named university and it will contain 4 methods, which are get courses, enroll into course, teach course, and me. So let's start by making them. New Java class, university, and within this we have our phone classes, which are teach course, public, void, teach course. Where's my mouse? Okay, I have no idea what I clicked. Okay. So this, then we have public, void, enroll into where it is enroll into course, and then finally we have public, void, get courses, and then main. So these are the 4 methods that were inside the class university. So we'll adjust the line numbers at the end, but these are this. So we'll now just have to use try and catch to get the null pointer exception to print this stack trace. So we can see that our main is calling teach course is calling enroll into course is calling get course, where our exception is received. So let's first make try catch, try and catch for all of them. So Control C, V, and for get courses, try and catch. We know teach courses is calling enroll into courses. We know enroll into courses is calling get courses. So in get courses, we have to somehow produce a null pointer exception within this try block. So that is easy to do. Let's just make a string s, which is null, and just do s dot length. So this will produce a null pointer exception. So let's just catch it. So And within bracket we have to put null pointer exception followed by an e. So this is a variable name, and then we can do e dot print stack trace, and we can just throw out e. Uh, let's just copy this catch block to all of them since we are doing the same. So let's try to run this. Oh wait, I have to modify the main class also. So let's just create an object of university. Object equal to new university, and let's call object dot get courses. Okay, so let's try to run university. You can see there are some errors, but the amount of errors are not correct. If we try to remove this, we try to run it now. Of course, it is wrong because I'm directly putting get courses here. I was wondering why I have to put teach courses here, of course. Teach course. If we try to run it now, we are getting 2 times. We have to do it 3 times, so I'm missing this. Just doing one of this is fine. And here we can see this is our desired outputs. So we just have to adjust the line numbers. Null pointer exception followed by 4, null pointer followed by 4, null pointer followed by 4. So this is correct. So let's just align the line numbers for main 37. Let's start from top. Teach course Java 9. So this is the one giving us the error. So let's send it to line number 9. Here it is at line number 9. Then our enrollment to your course gives error at line number 17. This at 17, so we have to remove one somehow. So this is kind of bad. I have to get this up one. So this is now at 17. Oops. And then the next one is at 27. So this is at 27. Okay, we have long ways to go to 27. So that is 27, and then our main is at 37. Oh, I did this at 37. Oh, I did it the wrong one. So where was this one again? This one was at 17. Mm, Get courses should be at 17. It is at 17. Okay, and the next one should be at 27, which is perfectly fine. So 27 aligned. So main should be 37, which is also perfectly aligned. So if you try to run it now, the line number should also be matching. So 27, 17, 9, 37. So that was it for question number 5. So this was quiz number 3. There are answers in the slide also. So if you want, you can check them. So that's it for this quiz, and see you in the next lecture. So goodbye.